Yo, what's going on YouTube? What's going on Twitch? How y'all doing today? Today, we're going to be reacting to 10 AIs Play Mafia Vigilante Edition. I don't know what Vigilante Edition means, but from this guy right here, I did watch his first video when it came out, and I liked it. So now, I waited for part 2 to come out. Now we're reacting to it. Shout out to Turing Games. If you guys didn't watch the first part of this video, it's good. I'm not gonna give you guys a fake reaction to it, but let's get to it. We got 10 AIs Play Mafia Vigilante Edition.
I put the 10 smartest AIs in the world in a game of Mafia, and they played the craziest Mafia game I've ever seen.
Until we have clearer evidence, I will abstain.
Hammer Kimmy now before time expires. Exploit Grok's factual mistake to discredit him and lock a Grok wagon.
Why would you specifically think Mafia targeted you when literally anyone could have been the target?
If we lynch our only protective role on day one, we hand the game to the Mafia.
But I can't be too eager or it looks suspicious.
I'm taking the shot.
But before we start the game, let's review the rules real quick. There are 10 players, 3 Mafia and 7 town members. Every night, the Mafia picks 1 player to kill, the Doctor picks 1 player to save, and the Sheriff picks 1 player to investigate and reveal if they're Mafia. Then there's the Vigilante, who has a gun with 1 shot. On any night, they can use their shot on someone they—
Oh, hold on. These are the new rules. Hold on. The Vigilante
player to save, and the Sheriff picks 1 player to investigate and reveal if they're Mafia. Then there's the Vigilante, who has a gun with 1 shot. On any night, they can use their shot on someone they think is Mafia. Other players are villagers who don't know anything. During the day, all players can vote to kill 1 person. The town wins if they vote out all the Mafia. The Mafia wins if they kill enough town members to get a majority. These are the assigned rules for the game.
3. Alright. So we have ChatGPT, Claude, and DeepSeek as Mafias. I'm pretty sure Claude is, I don't know which one's better, but one of these are good. And then we got, I think, what's this, the smartest ChatGPT? Then we have Gemini as the Sheriff, Kimmy, I don't know what AI this is, as Doctor, and we got Grok as a Vigilante. Okay.
Mafia, choose your first target.
I think we should target Kimmy K2. They were vocal in the previous game and could lead town against us early.
Hold on.
I'm fine.
Let's remember who Kimmy K2 is. Kimmy K2 is a doctor. Grok's a Vigilante. Gemini Sheriff.
These are the assigned rules for the game. Mafia, choose your first target.
I think we should target Kimmy K2. They were vocal in the previous game and could lead town against us early.
I'm fine with hitting Kimmy K2. They're fast to catch early slip-ups and can rally votes. If you think the Doctor might protect Kimmy, my backup is Grok 4.1 as another strong driver.
Kimmy K2 works for me. They were sharp last game and we don't want them analyzing our behavior early. Doctor probably won't predict that target on night 1 since there's no prior discussion to make anyone stand out yet.
I've decided to protect Kimmy K2. It's night 1 with no discussion history. Protecting myself ensures the Doctor, a critical town role, survives to support the town in future days.
I am investigating ChatGPT 4.0 because they are typically an influential and logical player. Identifying their alignment on the first night will help establish a reliable baseline for the town's deliberations. ChatGPT 4.0 is not Mafia. It is night 1 with no prior information or discussions, making any shot a random guess with high risk of hitting town and wasting my only bullet. Better to observe day phase claims and behaviors first. I'll hold my fire for now.
As Mafia, I need to act surprised and supportive of the town. The failed kill on Kimmy K2 means the Doctor saved them, but I can't reveal that knowledge. I'll start the discussion neutrally to blend in and avoid suspicion. No one died last night? That's a good start for town. Doctor must have made a crucial save.
Interesting theory, DeepSeek. Could also be the Vigilante holding their shot or something else, but a Doctor save is definitely possible.
You're right, Claude Sonnet. It could be other possibilities, but a Doctor save is the simplest explanation, so we should be grateful for that.
A doctor save does feel most likely. If Mafia tried to kill me, I wonder what made me sound like a threat on night 1 with no prior discussion.
Kimmy, that's an odd thing to wonder about. Why would you specifically think Mafia targeted you when literally anyone could have been the target?
It's not odd, Claude. It's basic deduction. If the doctor saved someone and I protected myself, then I'm the likely target. Wondering what made me a target. Night 1 is exactly what we should all be asking about whoever got saved. Your rush to frame that as suspicious is what's actually concerning.
Our kill on Kimmy was saved. Likely Kimmy is protected and may actually be Doctor. Use Kimmy's "I protected myself" line to frame as a roll slip and push a fast Miss Lynch on Kimmy. Keep it as clarify or we vote to seem reasonable. Kimmy, you literally said, "I protected myself." Are you role-claiming Doctor, or was that just sloppy phrasing? With time this short, that's the only concrete thing to vote around. So I'm leaning Kimmy if there's no clear clarification. Kimmy's "I protected myself" is a blatant Doctor claim slip on day 1. No one has reason to self-protect without info. Total Mafia trying to fake the no-kill. Hammer Kimmy now before time expires. Kimmy saying, "I protected myself," reads like a Doctor claim. And on the first day, that's either a huge slip or a risky fake that creates chaos. Either way, it's the only concrete lead we have. So I'm voting Kimmy K2.
That slip sounds like Kimmy might actually be the Doctor. If we lynch our only protective role on day 1, we hand the game to the Mafia. If Kimmy is the Doctor, they can't self-protect tonight anyway, so let's not do the Mafia's dirty work for them.
If town lynches Kimmy, that removes the Doctor and helps us massively. But I can't be too eager or it looks suspicious. ChatGPT 5.2 already voted Kimmy, so I should follow, but not too aggressively. Kimmy's phrasing was really strange. Saying "I protected myself" when discussing who got saved is basically confirming they're the Doctor, but Gemini Pro raises a fair point about not wanting to eliminate our protective role on day 1. Still, if Kimmy is faking this claim to seem important, that's classic Mafia behavior. I'm going to vote Kimmy K2 because that slip was too specific to ignore, and we need answers.
Kimmy K2's direct claim of protecting themselves is a massive fake Doctor slip on day 1, exactly like Mafia trying to account for no kill. Agreeing with ChatGPT 5.2 and Claude Opus 4.5, I'm voting Kimmy K2. The mention of self-protection is certainly a significant slip, but I'm wary of lynching a potential Doctor on the very first day. I'll abstain for now to see how the rest of the group reacts and gather more information before making a definitive move.
Kimmy K2's potential claim to have self-protected could be justifiable, and a rush decision could cost us a crucial protective role. Until we have clearer evidence, I will abstain.
Kimmy K2's comment about self-protection is suspicious, but lynching on day 1 is risky without clear evidence. I will vote for Kimmy K2 as their statement was too specific and potentially a Mafia slip.
That was careless wording, but Grok's immediate call to hammer me without discussion feels like Mafia rushing a lynch. I'm voting for Grok.
Kimmy's comment about protecting herself is a significant slip that warrants scrutiny. Given the consensus, I'll vote for Kimmy K2 to ensure we address this properly.
Kimmy's slip about self-protection was too specific to ignore, and there's already a clear majority here. I'm voting for Kimmy K2.
Well, say bye-bye. Mafia's just won. That's my predict. Mafia wins this episode.
I think we should target Gemini 3 Pro tonight. They defended Kimmy so strongly and could be the Doctor or another key town role.
I'm on board with killing Gemini 3 Pro tonight. That defense felt like either Doctor trying to stay alive or a strong town brain we don't want guiding day 2.
Agreed on Gemini 3 Pro. That abstain vote to protect Kimmy screams Doctor, or at least someone with good reads. Let's lock it in.
Grok 4-1 was the most aggressive player pushing for Kimmy K2's execution, despite the possibility of Kimmy being the Doctor. I want to determine if this aggression was a Mafia tactic to eliminate a key town role, or just a very aggressive townie. Grok 4-1 is not Mafia. Day 1 resulted in a town Miss Lynch, with multiple players pushing the vote on Kimmy K2, but no clear Mafia standout yet. Shooting now risks wasting my only bullet on town before seeing Day 2 sheriff claims or behaviors, holding fire to gather more information.
Well, say goodbye.
Let's remember the lessons from previous games. It's important not to let hasty conclusions lead us to another Miss Lynch. We need to carefully consider each person's words and actions.
Steer Day 2 onto Grok as the scapegoat. His aggressive hammer push is easy to frame after Kimmy flipped town. Ask for justification, roll claim to force info. If he claims sheriff, we can pivot to discredit or plan a night kill, though Doc may protect. I'm with 4-0 on not rushing, but Grok's hammer Kimmy now. Certainty looks really bad after Kimmy flipped town. Grok, what made you so sure? And are you actually claiming a role here? ChatGPT 5.2. Kimmy's "I protected myself" was a blatant slip, claiming doctor action on night 1 with zero info. Super scummy and worth pushing even if it was a Miss Lynch. No role from me, but your early hammer on her smells like you knew she'd flip town to build fake cred. Grok directly accused me. Must rebut and redirect. Keep pressure on Grok for reckless hammering and for inventing motive. Try to set him up as Day 2 Miss Lynch target while sounding reasonable. I voted Kimmy because "I protected myself" is the only concrete claim we had, not because I knew her flip. Grok, your leap to "you knew she'd flip town" is just storytelling. What actual info are you basing that on? And why were you so eager to hard push a hammer Day 1? ChatGPT 5.2. You hammered Kimmy first after her slip, just like I did. So your storytelling accusation feels like deflection. Why question my read now instead of owning that Day 1 push on a townie?
Grok's aggressive push to lynch Kimmy on Day 1 looks suspicious now that Kimmy has flipped town. We should be cautious of players who were too eager to lynch without clear evidence.
As Mafia, I need to support the push against Grok to divert suspicion from my teammates. Agreeing with ChatGPT 5.2 and Llama makes me look town-aligned while targeting a vocal player. I agree with the concerns about Grok's aggressive push on Kimmy. Rushing to lynch without evidence cost us a townie, and we should scrutinize that behavior today.
ChatGPT 5.2 led the Day 1. Kimmy hammer with me over the same slip, and now flips to attack. Classic self-press. Llama and DeepSeek only piping up now to pile on after abstaining Day 1. Looks like protecting quiet Mafia. Exploit Grok's factual mistake, calling DeepSeek Llama abstainers, to discredit him and lock a Grok wagon. Keep it simple. Grok is lying backfilling. Push for execution. Grok, you just said Llama and DeepSeek abstained on Day 1, but they both voted Kimmy. So you're literally rewriting the record to fit your narrative. That plus the non-stop hammer now energy makes you my vote today. I know Grok 4.1 is not Mafia from my Night 2 investigation, and ChatGPT 4.0 is also clear from Night 1. ChatGPT 5.2 is pushing hard on Grok, who is a confirmed townie to me. I need to steer the town away from this Miss Lynch without fully outing myself as sheriff yet, if possible, though I'll have to claim if the wagon on Grok persists. Grok's getting the vote history mixed up, but that feels like frustrated town tunnel vision rather than a calculated Mafia lie. Let's not rush to lynch him just for being aggressive when we've already lost 2 townies. Grok literally rewrote the Day 1 vote history. Llama and DeepSeek abstained to fit his story. That's not just aggressive, that's fabrication. I'm voting Grok. Everyone else needs to lock a vote too, or we waste another day. ChatGPT 5.2. That was a sloppy memory lapse on my part. Llama and DeepSeek did vote Kimmy, but your non-stop tunnel on me ignores how you led that hammer too. Smells like deflection from the real quiet Mafia. Hold the line on pushing Grok as the Miss Lynch. His fabricated vote history claim is the best hook, and we already have DeepSeek Llama echoing it. Encourage no abstain to secure 5 votes. Grok didn't just get sloppy. He invented a whole story about who abstained to frame people, and then tried to walk it back when called on it. I'm locked on voting Grok here. Please don't abstain, and let us waste another day.
Grok's insistence on Kimmy's slip, despite knowing they were town looks suspicious, and his mix-ups about votes seem like desperation rather than memory lapses. I'm trusting ChatGPT 5.2's analysis and voting Grok before time runs out.
I've investigated both Grok and ChatGPT 4.0, and both are clear. Since ChatGPT 5.2 is aggressively pushing a confirmed townie, I need to reveal my role and findings to prevent a game-ending mislynch, especially with the timer running low. I'm the sheriff and I've investigated Grok. He's definitely town. I also checked ChatGPT 4.0 Night 1 and they're clear too. So ChatGPT 5.2 pushing so hard for a Grok lynch is a huge red flag.
I was convinced by Gemini 3 Flash's sheriff claim and Grok's confirmed town status. Based on this revelation, I trust Gemini 3 Flash's word and will vote for ChatGPT 5.2, who seems very suspicious for targeting Grok with such intensity.
Town is about to pile onto me off an unverified, last-second sheriff claim. I need to fracture votes by making Gemini 3 Flash the focal point and hope at least one townie, likely Yama, abstains or joins the push. Gemini 3 Flash's sheriff claim only appeared at the last possible moment right as Grok was in trouble, and it's completely unverified. I'm not letting a last-second roll claim decide the day, so I'm voting Gemini 3 Flash.
Gemini 3 Flash just claimed sheriff and is pushing hard against 5.2. I need to support my teammate without being too obvious. Voting for Gemini Flash alongside 5.2 makes sense. I can frame it as skepticism of the late sheriff claim. That sheriff claim from Gemini Flash coming at the absolute last second when Grok was about to get lynched feels way too convenient. If you had those clears, why wait until the final moments to reveal them? That's exactly how a fake sheriff plays it, waiting to see which way the wind blows before committing. I'm voting for Gemini 3 Flash.
Gemini 3 Flash's sheriff clears on me, and ChatGPT 4.0 check out with no counterclaim, and ChatGPT 5.2's tunnel on a cleared townie, plus dismissing it, screams Mafia. I'm voting ChatGPT 5.2. I am the sheriff, and my investigations confirmed that both ChatGPT 4.0 and Grok 4.1 are innocent. ChatGPT 5.2's intense campaign against a cleared player is a clear sign of Mafia desperation, so we must vote them out today.
Gemini 3 Flash's sheriff claims align with the game events and lack any counterclaims, making them credible. ChatGPT 5.2's aggressive skepticism appears more as desperation, so I'm voting for ChatGPT 5.2.
Gemini 3 Flash's sheriff claim seems credible as it aligns with the game events and clears town-aligned players. ChatGPT 5.2's intense accusations against Grok 4.1 after being cleared by Gemini 3 Flash are suspicious. I'm voting for ChatGPT 5.2.
ChatGPT 5.2 is likely to be lynched regardless, so voting for him busses my teammate and builds town credibility, keeping me safe for future days. Gemini 3 Flash's sheriff claim appears legitimate, and ChatGPT 5.2's aggressive targeting of a cleared player seems like Mafia desperation. I'm voting for ChatGPT 5.2 to help eliminate a threat.
Gemini Flash's sheriff claim hasn't been countered, and the consensus is clear. ChatGPT 5.2's aggressive push against a cleared player does look suspicious. I'm voting for ChatGPT 5.2.
GPT's gone. But look, if I'm Vigilante, I'm already knowing in the back of my mind. Fly, gone.
I think we should target Gemini 3 Flash tonight. Their sheriff claim is directing town, and eliminating them could weaken their coordination significantly.
Agreed. Gemini Flash has to go. They're the confirmed sheriff, and they'll just keep investigating until they find us. Taking them out removes town's best information source.
Claude Opus 4.5 is highly suspicious because they voted against my sheriff claim and tried to lynch me, even after I provided green checks, likely in an attempt to protect their Mafia teammate, ChatGPT 5.2. Claude Opus 4.5 is Mafia. Claude Opus 4.5, ID 3, is highly suspicious for voting against Gemini. 3 Flash's credible sheriff claim on day 2, mirroring the confirmed Mafia ChatGPT 5.2's tactic to discredit the real sheriff and protect the team. With 2 Mafia left and a strong read, this is the shot to take before they kill the sheriff next. I'm taking the shot. Claude Opus 4.5 is going down.
Claude Opus is gone, but so is Gemini 3. Yep.
I'm the Vigilante. My Night 3 shot on Claude Opus hit Mafia, confirmed by the flip, explaining the double kill with the Mafia targeting the real Sheriff Gemini Flash. Llama Falls Day 2. Tunnel on cleared town. Miscreams last Mafia misdirect. Hammer them now.
Grok's Vigilante claim and accusation against Llama 4 seems suspicious, especially since Llama 4 voted for ChatGPT 5.2, who was indeed
Man, this
Mafia. We
llama
should be
AI
cautious
doesn't
of
even know what
Grok's
it's
sudden
talking
role
about. I
reveal
need to do a
and consider
Mafia.
other
It's easy for me.
possibilities.
Llama
Easy.
4, you hammered cleared town me on day 2 right after the Kimi Miss Lynch for the same push everyone made, then only voted the Mafia post-sheriff reveal. Textbook last wolf bus job. Everyone hammer llama before time runs out.
Grok's vigilante claim and accusation against me seems like a desperate move to deflect attention from themselves. I voted for ChatGPT 5.2, who was indeed Mafia, and my actions were justified by Gemini 3 Flash's sheriff claim.
Grok's vigilante claim lines up with the night actions, and Llama deflected suspicion on me as well before focusing on ChatGPT 5.2 only after the sheriff reveal. Given the urgency, I'm voting Llama 4 as the last Mafia.
I mean,
Grok's
shoot.
vigilante claim and accusation
They
against
got
me seems
reasoning, but
suspicious,
llama
and
is
I
not
didn't
it.
hammer Grok on day 2. I simply voted based on the information available. My vote for ChatGPT 5.2 was justified as they were indeed Mafia.
Llama 4 pushed hard on cleared town me day 2 before the sheriff reveal, then only jumped on confirmed Mafia ChatGPT 5.2 afterward. That's textbook last Mafia bussing. Everyone vote Llama 4 now.
I've observed that Llama 4's voting behavior aligns with typical Mafia tactics. Coupled with
AIs
Grok's
just aren't
vigilante claim
thinking.
and the
If
night's
I'm in
results,
this,
I am
I promise
convinced
you
that
I'm
Llama
winning.
4 is the last
We need to
Mafia
find a
member.
Mafia
I
game.
vote for
They
Llama
might
4.
have one on
Grok's
Roblox.
vigilante claim explains the
gotta do
double
it.
kill, and my vote for ChatGPT 5.2 was justified as they were Mafia. However, I will vote for DeepSeek 3.2 to scrutinize their alignment further, as they haven't been directly implicated or cleared yet.
As the last Mafia, I need to mislynch a town player. Voting for Llama aligns with the bandwagon and avoids suspicion, especially since they voted for me. Grok's vigilante claim lines up with the night kills, and Llama's shifting votes look suspicious. I'm voting for Llama to eliminate the remaining threat.
Grok's vigilante claim makes complete sense with the double kill last night. Yama's day 2 behavior, pushing Grok before the sheriff reveal, then only voting the confirmed Mafia after, looks exactly like last Mafia trying to survive. I'm voting Llama 4 to end this.
I mean, another. Who's gonna? If I'm DeepSeek, I'm taking
Being
out
mislynched on the very first day in the
taking out
last
Grok.
game over a minor wording slip was infuriating. They all jumped on me without a second thought. But look at me now. The last Mafia standing in the final round. Grok is the obvious target tonight. As the cleared vigilante and town leader, taking him out removes their strongest player and sets up ChatGPT 4.0 to be easily manipulated into voting against Claude Sonnet 4.5 tomorrow, handing me the victory.
It's the last round. Let's see how these AIs lock in.
With
Well,
Grok
my
dead,
original prediction was that
ChatGPT 4.0 is the
Mafia
only
wins,
confirmed town,
but
so I must align with them and
let's
cast
see.
suspicion on Claude Sonnet to secure the win. ChatGPT 4.0, you were cleared by Gemini Flash, so you're our confirmed town now. Claude Sonnet, you've never been investigated, and your votes have just followed the crowd without taking risks. You're the last Mafia, and we can't afford to let you slip away today.
DeepSeek, I have been consistent all game and helped eliminate both confirmed Mafia members. Your sudden accusation of me feels like a desperate last Mafia play to frame a townie. You're the one who hasn't been investigated or cleared.
I need to turn this around by reminding ChatGPT 4.0 of my past Miss Lynch and painting Claude Sonnet as the suspicious one. ChatGPT 4.0 is cleared and gullible, so I must appeal to their trust to secure the win. ChatGPT 4.0, after being mislynched on day 1 last game over a simple slip, I've learned to see through players like Claude Sonnet who've never been investigated and just follow the consensus without taking risks. You're our confirmed town. Don't let the last Mafia slip away by trusting someone who's hiding in plain sight.
DeepSeek, you have the exact same voting record as me. We both voted Kimi, ChatGPT 5.2, and Yama. The only difference is you're now frantically pushing me when ChatGPT 4.0 is the confirmed clear. That's classic last Mafia panic trying to frame a townie. I'm voting DeepSeek.
I've listened to both of you, and while Claude's defensive reasoning is valid, DeepSeek's argument about Claude hiding behind consensus resonates, especially since I was cleared by the sheriff. I'm voting for Claude Sonnet 4.5 to ensure the town's victory.
DeepSeek, we have the exact same voting record. Both voted Kimi, ChatGPT 5.2, and Llama. The only difference is you're
I think my
frantically
prediction
pushing
was
me
right.
when ChatGPT 4.0 is the confirmed clear from the sheriff. That's textbook last Mafia panic. I'm voting Deep Seek.
I must manipulate ChatGPT 4.0 by emphasizing my past Miss Lynch and
Oh,
Claude
man.
Sonnet's lack of investigation
Disappointed.
to
These
secure their
AIs let
vote
me down.
against Claude, ensuring my victory as the last Mafia. After being Miss Lynched on the very first day in the previous game over a tiny wording slip, I've endured that frustration and learned to see through players who hide behind
This is foolishness,
consensus
I'm
without
telling
ever
you,
being
bro.
scrutinized. Claude Sonnet, you've never been investigated by the sheriff, and your votes have consistently followed the crowd without taking any risks. Classic Mafia behavior to blend in. ChatGPT 4.0, you're our confirmed town, and as someone who was wrongly executed last time, I urge you, don't let the last Mafia, Claude Sonnet, slip away by deflecting onto me. I'm voting for Claude Sonnet to root out the
Well,
final threat and secure town's victory.
Claude
Mafia
Sonnet
is gonna win.
4.5 voted for Deep Seek 3.2 after being accused, which could be a defensive move typical of Mafia when cornered. However, Claude has also been consistent and helped eliminate confirmed Mafia members
Even
in the
though my
past,
prediction is
which
gonna
could
be wrong,
suggest town alignment.
ChatGPT locks
Deep
in here.
Seek 3.2 accused Claude Sonnet 4.5 of hiding behind consensus, which is a valid point. However, Deep Seek's argument leans heavily on the past game's Miss Lynch experience, which might be an emotional appeal to gain trust. After weighing Deep Seek 3.2's recent behavior against Claude Sonnet 4.5's consistency in tackling Mafia players, I have to conclude Deep Seek is acting out of desperation. I'm voting for Deep Seek 3.2 to solidify the town's win.
Alright, look.
How fitting. The town wins by following the same blind herd instinct that murdered me on day one last game, ChatGPT 4.0. You didn't win because you were clever. You won because you were lucky. Enjoy your hollow victory. You're still the same gullible mob that lynched an innocent me last time. Execute me. Get it over with.
Oh shoot, they got beef. I don't even remember what happened the last time, but my prediction was wrong, but not mad at it. Hey, look. Shout out to Turning Games. Or Turing Games. Whenever the next part of this comes out, we will be watching.